Before you sign that contract for the 55 plus retirement community, there's something that you need to know which you're not going to see in the brochures that they pass out. I'm Ann Stefanucci, and after 20 plus years in real estate, I've seen too many seniors make expensive mistakes. These 5 things can save you from having buyer's remorse or worst case, financial disaster. HOA rules are more restrictive than you might think. For instance, when you go into a community, you might think that you can have anybody stay with you that you'd like, and there are rules for everything. You may have age restrictions. You may not be able to have guests come and stay for more than a night or 2. You may not be able to garden the way you think you should be able to. There's just many things that you need to be aware of. I recommend that you read every brochure that you can before you decide to make an offer. Number 2, this sounds funny, but it's high school all over again. You know, when we move into communities, we don't always like our neighbors. And when you're in a retirement community, most of the time your home is attached and your patios are adjoined. Therefore, if you don't like your neighbor or you don't get along with them, you can't get out of it unless you sell and move away, especially if you're not prone to being an outgoing, super friendly person. What I'm saying is, if you didn't like drama at 16, you're gonna hate it when you turn 66. Okay, so we talked a little bit about HOA fees. One thing is for sure that every month you're going to pay a fee, whether you use all the amenities or not. For instance, if you don't swim or you don't play pickleball and there is one of those in the community, you're paying for the use whether you like it or not. The smart approach would be to calculate those fees over 10 to 20 years before you buy. Okay, the next thing is reselling your place can be a nightmare. You have to understand that the HOA controls access, what you might do in terms of signage or improving the gardening around the house. You certainly want to give yourself ample time to sell because you need to get the most for your money. Many of the senior communities offer medical services. Now, that could be anything from having a nurse in the infirmary, or it could be a small regional hospital size, but you need to check that up. It's not always what you think it's going to be. If you have to have ambulance pick you up now and then, that may be an additional cost out of your pocket because the HOA is not always prepared to pay for that. So you need, again, to take a look at it. Also, if you need to have any medications and there is a dispensary in the community, make sure that you have access to get them because they're not always open 5 days a week, 6 days a week. So these are things that you need to investigate before you make an offer anywhere. On the other hand, if you can handle it, you might find your tribe and enjoy it. I'm just trying to prepare you for some of the things that you may encounter, and that if you are knowledgeable, it'll make your move much more pleasant. If you're considering a move like this, feel free to reach out. I'm here to help you. Now, I'm going to tell you, I know a lot of people who have moved into these retirement communities and they love it there. They love to play pickleball. They love their golf dates. They love to be able to go to the restaurant and have cocktails or a lunch with their friends. There's always many people who want to be active that will walk with you, clubs to join. There's a lot to do. Check a few out. In Seal Beach, there's Leisure World. In Huntington Beach, right up the street, there's the Huntington Landmark. If you go down to Laguna Niguel, you've got Laguna Woods, which is a complete city. It's a senior city. There's lots of options, and I've just named a few of them. The key thing is for you to make sure you do your homework and you check everything out. You ask a lot of questions, you read the fine line, then you'll be okay if you decide to make that move. My advice, don't let excitement override common sense. And I know you know what I'm talking about. The bottom line is that senior communities are not heaven or hell. It's what you make of them. And going in with your eyes open makes all of the difference. If you're thinking about moving into one of these communities, reach out to me. My link is below, and I will be happy to reach out and help you out. If you want to hear more information about real estate in Southern California, hit the subscribe button and reach out because I'll be talking about many more topics over the next few months. I'll see you in the next video.